God puts us in nations, in places, not by mistake, but to do a job. What if we opened our eyes to the needs of our colleagues, of our leaders, of our subordinates, and we were a priest on their behalf?
My name is Brett Johnson.
I'm Lynn Johnson.
And we'd like to welcome you to the Repurposing Business podcast that will be coming to you each week.
Welcome to Season 6, How to Work Like God in 31 Ways. Work Like God in 31 Ways. We're on to way number 13. Work to provide. Good work provides. I remember meeting Budi and Martha in Indonesia. One had been through our repurposing business training and consultation, and one was going through the next year. They happened to meet each other there. One thing led to another, and they got married. They planted trees for a plantation, and it was going to take about 7 years for those trees to mature. So what they did was they opened up the space in between the trees to local farmers and said, "You can work this land, just don't damage the trees," which was amazing. They then set up a school for the children of those farmers, providing an opportunity for them to work and a place where their kids could get educated. It was a creative way to indicate God's provision. Now, God created many things. It says in the scripture, He says, "I've given you fruit-bearing trees so that you can have food." And there was many things that God placed in the garden which were for the provision of Adam and Eve. Now they had a job to look after things, and they had to add some ingenuity to those raw materials. So not everything was a finished good, such as a fruit, which they could just eat raw. There were things they had to cook, things that they had to mine, such as gold, pull out, learn how to melt, refine. Other things such as wood. How do you make a table? How do you make a chair? Learning to make a fire. There were many things that Adam and Eve still had to do, but God's work provided. And good work on our part provides. So we can assess work to say, does this work break down or does it provide? Now, not all work is good. Work itself is good, but the thing that is done, not all of it is upbuilding. Some of it is destructive. Some of it steals people's time, steals their attention. I was just observing in the last couple of days that compared to many years ago, decades ago, people sleep about an hour and a half less. And part of it is lights, electricity, which is fabulous. But another part is a distraction of entertainment, social media, and so forth. And this steals our attention, it steals our energy. Now, there are industries you can check for yourself, but look at your work and say, is this providing? Is this providing something good? Is this building up people in the way that God designed them to be? I have a friend who worked at one of the big social media companies, and that deals a lot with video content. And he said, I just didn't feel right as a Christian about content that's designed to distract people and pull their attention towards advertisers. It wasn't actually upbuilding. Now, a tool can be used for good or for bad, but you have to evaluate your work and say, is my work providing? Work like God, work to provide.